Sports Talker Nation, welcome back once again. It's your host, the G-Man, as we continue with our 2016 team-by-team NFL Draft Review. Today we're going to talk about those Carolina Panthers, and heavy lies the head that wears the crown. Not a lot to talk about with the Panthers. They did not have a ton of selections, only 4 across 7 rounds. They did have 1 in each of the first 3 rounds. They're a good team. They're just looking to fill and get depth. Let's see how they did. So start off with Vernon Butler. I think he's a good, strong, solid selection. I don't think he's going to be a star, but I don't think they need a star. I think they have a ton of defensive stars. He will do well what they need, and that's occupy blockers to let the Luke Kuechly's and the Thomas Davises of the world run to the ball. I think Butler can do that. I also think he can surprise you with a little bit of pass rush if people pay attention too much to the ends. So I think Butler's a good fit there. They reached, I think, in the second round for a corner. James Bradbury, I understand they need a corner, especially with the defections of Norman. I just don't think James Bradbury is going to be that guy. Third round, again, they went for a corner. I think they're trying to fill with quantity, see maybe one of these guys stands up. And I like Darryl Worley a lot more than I like James Bradbury. I think he has a chance. I think he plays a similar style to Norman. If they plug him into that system, I think he has a chance to be a kind of a stabilizer. He's not going to kill anybody. He's going to tackle you. I do think he has decent ball skills, so I think he can actually help that team. Again, drafting this late in the draft to get a guy like that in the third round, pretty impressive. Nothing in rounds 4 through 6, which, again, nothing you can say about that. They are a great team. I guess they don't need those selections, just looking to fill. In the 7th round, they took Bo Sandland, who is a tight end. I don't know much about him. He's I guess he's the second to the last player in the draft, so he's not quite Mr. Irrelevant. They do need a tight end. So for being a 7th round pick, I guess he's got a shot to make that team. With that being said, again, 2 potential players, if not starters, in Worley and their first round pick Butler. I think they have a chance to make this team. I think they can probably have up to 4 guys make this team. Listen, nobody knows what the draft holds, especially picking that low, but they're a good enough team that they have enough young depth that it's not as impressive or important that those guys actually succeed. But let's see what they have. I say I give them a nice solid B, because if they get just one of those guys, especially like a Worley to fill in for Norman, I think they're going to do fine for themselves. So with your 2016 team-by-team review of the Carolina Panthers, I am your host, the G-Man, and I am out.